First things first, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you for having me.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, let's jump straight into it.
Cool.
What kind of city is Southend to do music in?
Southend's great. It's you know what we always say as a band, it's very gritty and it's it's a dark place and there's a lot of trouble and a lot of people struggling, and it does feed it into you a bit. You do want to get out of it, but not in a horrible way, just in a to get out of the slum and make something better of yourself. Like I always have a soft place for Southend in my heart because it's just where I grew up, you know, on the streets of it. So it's really good for music though. There's a great scene over the years, and currently there's a great scene as well. I don't know, but there's bands like Youth Club and Asylums and stuff that are coming out of Southend as well. It's always been really good.
And you say it's a place you've always you love it, but you always had kind of you wanted to rise above it in a sense.
Yeah. I mean,
is that the reason also why you went into music?
No, I fell in love with music naturally, just through a passion of playing various instruments. No, it wasn't to do with Southend, but it does give you ambition to strive high, and whatever you do, music, sport, economics, it gives you a bit of drive to get out and see the rest of the world. But it grounds you as well. It really does. And all my mates are still from there, so I always go back and visit. My family are from there. But yeah.
What set you on the musical path, so to say then?
What set me? Do you know what? It was like I said, I learned trumpet and guitar from an early age, and then I met my guitarist Joe in the band now. When I was a kid, I was like 11, 12. He was 15, and he was starting a band with his older mates, with his mates, and they were looking for a singer. So that's real. It really was the start for me. I was 11, and they were like, just come sing some covers with us. Like, so it was some old blues covers, and I just loved it. I loved having a mic and beating the boys right. It was just great, and I fell in love with it straight away, and did it ever since. Like, I've been in bands with Joe for like 10 years now.
So from that point, how long did it take to form the band that you are in now?
This band, so we started this band 4 years ago. So I'd say it took a good 6-7 years of just various bands and various lineups with different people from this band, really, in and out members, until we came together and got better songwriters and formed this band, and now it's the one that's stuck for the last 4 years, so it's good.
Yeah, I was going to ask, well, what made this one stuck? Do you know?
I don't know. I guess maybe it's just being a bit older, being a bit wiser to what works, and we just get on really well. We are just mates. It's great. We are lucky in a sense. Yeah, I guess that.
Was there a song maybe that kind of maybe the first song you made together, or that you were proud of?
Yeah, maybe actually. There's so when we wrote the EP from the beginning, which was Graveyard Whistling, Itch, and Emergency. That was when we wrote those. We were like, okay, now we can call ourselves a band, and that's when it kind of started, and we started teaching ourselves the songs. After obviously we were jamming them and stuff, and then we solidified everything. That was 3 years ago. So
what was the origin of that song? Do you know what sparked it?
Which one? Oh no, the EP. Actually.
No, the Graveyard Whistling.
Oh, Graveyard Whistling. Yeah, what started that? We all have a similar belief and a topic for Graveyard Whistling, which I won't go into because we don't like to reveal too much about what every song's about. So we wrote that all together, and we wanted to write something sonically very dark, but with a little uplifting chorus. And when we wrote that, I do remember we were sitting around and we were just like, that's a good song. We were really happy, and we kind of based a lot of the future songs around it, but we never restricted ourselves. We always never had any barriers on each end of the spectrum. But yeah, I guess Graveyard Whistling was a song that sparked everything for us, a bit of excitement, a bit of a drive to keep writing and keep going. So.
And well, you don't have to go into particular songs or anything, but you mentioned that where you grew up can be quite rough. So was that an inspiration for the song?
Yeah, I mean, there was. Oh, was it just saying before? There's a song called "Itch" and there's a lyric in the song where my friend gets punched in the face, and he like smiles whilst blood's going down his face. So that was a fond memory, well not fond, but a memory of us just going out. And then there's another song we have called "Last Orders," which is on the EP, which is all about Southend, about the area and stuff like that. So I guess so, in a sense, it is a bit of an inspiration, yeah.
And when it came to the album, there are some songs that you had already released through EP. So was there kind of a direction you had for the album?
Yeah, our direction, funny enough, was never, we didn't have like set sounds we wanted to use for each song. We just wanted to make every song on the album unique to themselves and to give the listeners some interest. Each song, because we're not fans of albums that all sound the same, So so we made every song, worked really hard to make every song sound unusual and clever in a sense, and give the listener something to grab onto.
Okay. Finally, then, what song that ended up on the album was the biggest surprise to you, or that it ended up on there?
Probably the last song we wrote for the album, a song called "If I Get High." The album was pretty much there. We got signed, and everyone was like really happy with everything. And then we were just jamming one day, and we wrote this song "If I Get High" in about 45 minutes. Sent it to everyone, and they're all like, "This is like the best song on the record." So I was like, "That's cool." So we slapped it on, and now it's like one of the best ones live. And it's probably my favourite track actually, which is great because it's like the last one.
Okay, I think you have to go on in a couple minutes.
Sorry.
So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.